Okay, so are all clients created equal? The answer is no, right? Not all the money you make is created equal. You may be able to be doing a ton of business, but the question is who is the best client for you to be working with? It's the old 80-20 rule. You may be getting tons of revenue coming in, but there may only be 20% that's actually the right kind of revenue. What I recommend you do is grade your clients A through D. Just like we all probably went to school and had a grading system, and normally they're all A through D. A is great, D is very, very bad. So what is a D client? Well, a D client is they're cheap, they take up your time, they're always bitching, they're always complaining, they're always a headache. Every time the phone rings, you're like, here we go. You're on the phone with them, they're complaining, they're this, they're that, they're cheap. You get off the phone, you're not happy, they're not happy, nobody's happy, and you're like, I just wasted hours of my day dealing with the headache problem that is the least revenue making and least profit of all clients. You have to learn how to fire your D clients or let your team members selectively fire the D clients because they are taking up 80% of your staff time or 80% of your time and all of the headaches probably. Now a C client is either they are cheap or they take up your time, but probably not both. They are tolerable. You don't really care for them. They don't really care for you. And you know what? That's okay. You guys do business together and that's where it's left. You handle the transaction and you move on. C's are normally transition. So when you think of a C client, they're either going to become a B or they're going to drop down to a D, which means eventually they'll get fired. So I like to think of C's as being the transitory transition type client. The B clients, these are actually your silent majority. The B clients are the clients that pay their bill, they're always happy, they're good to talk to, they never complain. You send them the invoice, they say it'll be paid by the end of the day. They don't question it, they don't nitpick line item, they just pay the bill, right? The thing is you never hear from your B clients. Why? Because you're always hearing from your D clients and they're the ones that are taking up all your time. Even if the B client tried to call you, they wouldn't get through because you're always talking to the D client dealing with the headache. So the B clients are the silent majority. The A clients are just like your Bs, except they're raving fans. They love you. They are evangelical about who you are. They're always talking about you. They're always referring you, right? So the first question is how do you get your Bs to become As? Well, normally it's just a matter of having some sort of referral program that's written and documented and marketed to your Bs. Next thing I would suggest is take your As and take your Bs and find the common threads of them. You're gonna find commonalities with your type of clients, right? So for example, there is going to be an age range, there's gonna be a range of them, of your target. I'm not saying that you won't do business with people outside of that range, but if you're going hunting, you're going to hunt a specific target. So there's going to be an age target range that you're gonna go after. Then there's going to be a certain income level, right? Or if you're in real estate or roofing, contracting, maybe a certain price point of the house. These are the ones that you may like, meaning, do you want to put a roof on a $20,000 mobile home, or do you want to put it on a $750,000 to $1 million house? Which one do you make the most revenue? Which ones are your A clients? You're going to figure that out. Then I would say, what is the industry that most of them are in? Maybe the majority of them are engineers. Maybe the majority of them are salespeople. Whatever it is, you're going to find a common thread. Then you're going to find the demographics. So there are going to be certain geographical areas, there's going to be certain geographical areas that you're going to say, wow, in the northwest part of town, I just seem to get the best clients. And they're going to be clients that are, 45 to 60 years old, $500,000 houses up to $1 million, and they're in the northwest part of town. Now you're starting to narrow in on who your target is. The next question is, what problem did I solve for them? Why did they call you, right? If they did not have a problem, then you could not have a solution, which means no business transaction would have happened. So think about, what did you do for them that made them want to use you? And if you don't know, that's a great time to pick up the phone and go, hey, I'm just curious. Why'd you hire me? Why'd you use me? What were the 3 biggest indicators or biggest reasons why you hired me as your X type, whatever it is you do? And they'll tell you. Maybe they'll say, hey, you were transparent, you did what you said you were gonna do, and you followed through on everything. That is important information. And the reason that's important is you wanna be able to go back and create marketing material, because let's say I was your target client and I was your raving fan. Well, if I'm your raving fan and that got me, meaning let's just say I'm a fish and that bait caught me, well then why wouldn't you go and find other fish just like me using the same bait? It got me, it'll probably get other people just like me, right? What are the odds that people in my neighborhood that I hang around with, right? A referral is equal to 5.7 people. So I, on average, can refer 5.7 people to you if I'm your target. What are the odds that I hang around with other people that are between my age bracket, that make my income, that have the same type houses, that maybe have the same problem that you solve for me? If you're a remodeler and you just remodeled my house that was built in the 80s because that's what they have in this area, what are the odds that other properties have the same thing? So you've got to figure out what the common threads are with them, and that is now your marketing message to figure out. Now, go to your D clients. Why'd you hire me? Why'd you use me? Well, you were the cheapest, you dropped your rate by 50%, and you made all the changes I wanted, and you always take my call on Sunday night. Okay, now I know what I won't do moving forward. I'm not gonna do those things so that you do not market and use your marketing dollars on that type of client. So now just think of it. If you only had A's and B's, how much more business could you do? How much more revenue could you make? How much easier would your life be if you just identified who you should be going after and selected who you should not go after? So you have this research. Go into your database and start grading all of your clients. And I guarantee you, you're gonna find common threads, you're gonna find common price points, you're gonna find common problems that you solve. That information is so vital because that will get you more of those people. See, we're always going out trying to guess what our clients want or how to market to them. You have the data. It's in your CRM. If you don't have a CRM, it's probably in your contact list of how you do business, whatever software you use. So that is the best way to not only get the right clients, but get the highest conversion with the easiest way of getting them by getting referrals and repeat business from the people that know, like, and trust you, and they're the A's and the B's. Good luck finding them. If you like this information, please click on subscribe and go to my website, steverozenberg.com. Bye-bye.